that thing. Come to me. Yo, 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 yo. It's me, it's me with a capital T. Always have been, always will be. You know what it is. Whenever the milkman slidey gotta hit you with a yo, good evening. How you doing? What it do? How you been? Did you make it a great day? How did you make it a great day? I hope you made it a great day.
Are we done? Okay. What up? I'm just breathing.
I thought there was still more running time. Is this like one of the Marvel movies where you watch a 3 hour movie and then it got a 5 minute clip at 20 minute credits?
Now
Like,
you
is
see
there
what
another?
I be going through. Now you see what I be going through. I never know when he done.
Yo,
Oh no, I be telling them about it.
Y'all really be coming for me. I swear for goodness, y'all really be coming for me.
You make it too easy. It's not. It's not like we try. You just make it easy.
I just want to give the people what they want. I want to give the people what they expect. I hate because it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. Because whenever I come up short, pause, I also get chastised. So
it's not that you get chastised. Is that every time? Usually, it's so long. It's usually so long.
What she said.
Come on,
the
man.
other way. It's
the other
that
way.
When you shorten it up, I'd be caught off guard. I'd be like, "Oh, that was it."
Like, that was it.
It's my turn.
Okay. Yeah.
So you just gotta let me know how you feeling that day.
I'm hearing what you're saying.
Well, apparently I know how you feel today. God damn it.
I'm feeling
long-winded. God damn it.
Yo, so I gotta start the show the way we always do, and that is by saying, "Hey, yo, Bree,
what up?
How you doing?"
I'm a little under the weather.
Again, I know it's like continuation part
still,
2.
Yeah.
You catch one about every 90 days or so. You know what I mean?
Where?
It's about every quarterly. Well, I feel it comes on. You know,
I am on a medication that lowers my immune system.
Your
so I
immune
do get
systems is
compromised. So I do get sick a lot lately.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
since I started this medicine,
About every 90 days.
I do see,
Have I ever told you what my favorite meme is?
No.
You know that little white boy who be on little videos like a little was it a GIF or a GIF, whatever the fuck it's called.
Lord have mercy.
You know what I'm talking about? The little white boy when someone said something, he was like, "A bullshit." You know what I'm talking about?
Bullshit.
Every time, hey, your immune system is as good as that pill is making. Your shit is fucked, Bree. Every time I talk to you, sniffling, coughing.
No.
Every time.
It's because I'm on an injection, right, for one of my chronic illnesses. And when she told me that I finally got approved for it, because we went back and forth with my insurance for like 6 months trying to get me this medicine.
Be like that.
I finally got approved for it. She was like, just got to tell you, it's going to lower your immune system. And I was still working at my fake job then. And I went into my fake job that day. And they came at me with some bullshit. And I was like, you know what? I don't even need this. I'm about to be sick all the time anyway. I'm out. I thought that quitting my fake job was going to help stay healthy. But I didn't account for my children and all the germs that they would bring into my household. Yeah. Every time Liam catches a sniffle, I catch it.
I would just like to say,
terrible hours, and I'm still sick. Every time he catches a sniffle, I catch it.
Terrible.
I would just like to say, what made you think these little ass kids ain't dirty out here in everybody's face, shaking everybody's hand? Look, I love my kids to death. I love all four of them. I love all four of them. But them little dirty bastards, man, look, the only saving grace is my daughter doesn't go out of the house unless she has to. That's probably the only one.
Layla, during the school year, she don't live at home. She, at college. Tristan, he don't talk to nobody. Ain't nobody in his face. He ain't in nobody's face. You can guarantee that. But Liam, that's the one, Mr. Personality, be all up in everybody's face, everybody up in his face. He got a little girlfriend and an AB in each other's face. Every time he catches sniff.
Oh, so you want to be Granny. You want to be Granny Bree here soon. Granny Bree.
That's a great transition.
13 and 14 years old. Okay. Please don't do that to me.
All right.
Okay, maybe you got a couple years. Maybe you got a couple years.
What's your stated grandma name? What's your goal for a grandma name?
Have you thought about that yet?
Oh yes, I have.
My God.
Mimi.
Okay.
Oh, Mimi.
Mimi.
You thought she said Nene?
No, she said Mimi, right? Nene. Yeah, so I was right.
M-I.
Okay.
M-I.
Isn't that the chick from the Drew Carey show?
Yeah, with all the makeup.
Yes. I do. That's where I was going. That is her.
You better not.
I didn't think about that, but I'm not changing it.
Look, I promise you, I'll show your grandkids. Like, look, this is who she's named after.
This was me back in the day.
Yes,
that's right. She put all them boots to good use. Shout out to the lady Coachetta in the building. What's good with you? What's good with you? Oh, we got another familiar face in the building. What's good with your lyric? How you doing on tonight? I'm over here knocking the microphone left and right. But you know what it is. The milkman is in the building. The late night delight, always helping you wind down just right from the long day the right way.
How far did you go, lyric?
Was this that prequel? Was this that after the credits had rolled for 20 minutes and then you had to bring that back in? That little post-credit scene leading up to the next movie.
If you haven't taken the opportunity to like and share this thing up, we would greatly appreciate it if you did so. If you tagged a friend, we'd appreciate you just that much more. Yo, yay, one time for the one time.
Hell no.
Yay. Happy Monday to everybody. We got the old man in the building.
What up, old man?
So Bree said that she wanted to be called Mimi when she becomes a grandma. That's probably not going to happen for another 5 to 10, like a good sentence. But I do have a crazy question.
Yeah,
I do have a crazy question for you. Are you ready for this? It would seem that as we continue to evolve as a society, the idea of having a granny shower is a thing, and it might not necessarily be what you're thinking, because like you might go R. Kelly first, you know what I'm saying? But then I would encourage you to pause.
I think it like depends, and like do you get the pins for the granny and get huggies for the the baby?
Yeah,
do you get a catheter for grandpa granny and get what's going on? Does the baby get a bottle? Does the grandpa get a catheter? How's this work out?
If we're doing bottles for everybody, I'll take Don Julio.
Just go on and put a little nipple on that joint. Just
put a nipple on it. Just.
So apparently,
sounds like somebody's feeling better.
Apparently, the concept is for brand new grandmothers. Like the parents or the mother gets a baby shower, then the grandmother, like coworkers and friends, can throw a first-time granny shower. Are we in? Are we out? Do we think they've had their turn?
What's up? Like, why are you? What extra ass grandma started this?
I mean, but they try to make it. You know what I'm saying?
I got two questions. I got two follow-up questions. Question number one: was this in the hood? Is this a hood trip? Is this a hood thing?
What?
Is it? It's today's Tuesday.
What you called it another day?
Is this a hood day? Is this a hood phenomenon thing?
No. This was I was reading this on a Today Show article.
Where did the Today Show
with Jenna and friends?
I want to know where they got this from. So you're right. This probably does sound like some Burby ass shit. Because all the hood grannies I know don't want to be recognized.
They don't even want to be grandmas. They definitely ain't thought about what they was going to be called. They just trying to not get pulled out the club too soon.
Don't
take it from me. Don't take it from me.
But Joe, you the one with kids cohabitating and whatnot. So what's your grandpa name gonna be?
So check this out. So I have 4 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls.
Two of them cohabitating, but
all right. One's cohabitating with the same sex. All right.
That don't mean they can't have kids.
It really don't.
You're right. But guess what? Thanks to our what is it called? The corporate greed that we so fit to see that you got to pay $1 million to adopt a kid. My kid broke as fuck. My child. Listen,
you ain't got to. It's a lot of ways, and they get females. It's a lot of ways that one of them can end up pregnant. Like it's not.
Look, first and foremost,
the only option.
Both of them hate men. The only reason my daughter likes me is because I'm her dad. She tells me this every day.
Regular artificial insemination isn't that much.
I used to watch a show on BET where Dwayne Wade's wife used a turkey baster.
That was the fuck.
I'm not going to say go that route, but regular artificial insemination isn't that much.
But they don't want kids. Jazzy don't want kids. She was raised damn near by a child and had to watch a bunch of children growing up. She don't want no kids.
So then you have one more cohabitating.
Oh, she hates everybody. I'm surprised she's still not in prison yet.
Shout out to all our brothers and sisters.
What about your son?
And all identifying forms.
Oh, he's a couple years. We've already talked about this. I know I got at least 5 more years for him, 5 or 6 more years for him.
5 or 6 more years?
Yeah, and then my other son, he's too busy.
It might slip up before then. You might want to get.
He's too busy. He want to stack his money. My other son trying to stack his money.
You're right. Yeah. He trying to get right. He want to have good bread when they come through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
he's trying to do it the way most people don't. You know what I mean? Plan. But
I tell them all the time, you can either work with your hands.
You tell God your plans, He
That's
tends
what
to go
I
on
said.
and
One might
chuckle
slip
at your
in
ass.
early. You might want to get your name ready.
I know that's right, Pop.
Pop, pop, Paul,
Pop, pop. Let's go, Pop.
Like, what you gonna
I'm
be?
gonna look. I'm gonna let. This is how. See, you're not supposed to give yourself the grand name. You're supposed to let the baby come up with the grand name.
No,
What's
I
your
don't think that's
papa
how it
name?
works.
Yep.
I don't think that's how it
Yep.
works. I've watched grown people name
How
themselves.
you gonna tell the grandma say Mimi if you don't call yourself Mimi? Like,
Right.
Because you're not a me.
Give
They gonna
me a
call him
name.
Joe. They gonna call
Give me
him
a
Joe.
name for grandma, baby. Like,
We're going to see Joe.
they call you Papa Joe. Papa Joe.
No, I'm not Papa Joe.
Now you sound like Michael
I
Jackson.
don't even look like a papa.
In his
I don't
30s,
even-
like
maybe.
Michael Jackson daddy.
In his 30s, maybe he could have. His 20s and 30s. Maybe late 20s, early 30s. He
Late
could have been
what?
Papa Joe. Yeah.
How? That means if I would have had the kids back then, if they were having kids back then,
Yeah.
I would have had them at like 15.
What you mean?
In order for me to be a Papa Joe in my 30s.
No. I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking,
Yeah. Okay. I was saying, fuck yeah.
Like you're actually old now, and you're far from Papa Joe. You know what I mean? Or what did we call him? I mean, Joe Jackson is who we was talking about.
They might have to call me Master. Who knows?
Okay, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Regularly, I have to say, the views of Joey Doug Godson, the one with the beard, looking most like a grandparent.
You can't even say that. My name is posted all over this place. It does not work.
No, I'm sorry. We do not entertain, nor do the.
You wrote my script. What do you mean? You wrote my script. You wrote this down for me to say. See.
I'd like to remind you that this show is sponsored by Milk because Milk does the social media body good. And I'll continue to sponsor this show until
look right there. Promote yourself, line number 4.
It'd be called a liner. It's a liner.
Oh, see, I'm learning these things. Thanks for telling on yourself.
That's a liner. I mean, I don't have it written down. I do have another controversial subject, though. And both of you all are parents. One of them just abandoned ship. Oh, welcome back.
I was just blowing my nose. You wanted me to do it on
praise
the camera,
the Lord.
like in the.
Go on and get nasty with it. You know what I'm saying? Get nasty with it.
You said just get nasty.
Get nasty with it.
No, not really. You don't gotta do that.
Here's the controversial take for parents here. When you go to the park, is it a thumbs up or a thumbs down for a parent to sit on the bench and watch your kid play? Should a parent get a break?
What else are you supposed to do?
Or should play with them? So, like, should you take that break? Have parents earn the break at the park?
That's what the other
or should
kids
they get their ass
for.
out there and play with them? You know what I mean?
That's what the other kids is for, siblings or the other kids at the park.
Okay.
I don't believe, even if you have an only child, I don't believe that it's a parent's job to entertain your child 24 hours a day. My kid's kindergarten teacher told me that her mom used to tell her whenever she would come up to her and say she was bored, she would tell her that's only something that dumb people say. Smart people find something to fill their time, read a book, do something productive. This is kindergarten, right?
Yeah.
So that's been my philosophy ever since.
Have you applied for college? What are you doing with your life?
If you're bored, find something. So I'll be like, do some chores, do some, and they'll find something to entertain themselves very quickly because they don't want to do that. So I don't believe that parents should have to entertain kids all the time. Play with your kids, but just be there for their entertainment all the time. No,
not so much. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. So, I mean, you don't feel like you've been side-eyed by that parent who's out there playing catch with their kid?
No, I mean, when they're little on the playground. When they're little on the playground, yeah, you're going to push them on the swings and stuff like that while they're little. Mm-hmm. But once they hit school age, no,
you're just
play
watching
with these
them
other
eat sand.
Kids.
No, put the sand down, Billy.
you know good and well I ain't putting my kids in no sandbox. If we not at the beach, we not entertaining sand at all.
Lord, well, the beach is even worse. Where do you think homeless people go?
Well, no, I think she just meant like sand in the hair,
I meant
not necessarily
sand in
that
general.
the sand
Like
was
I'm
dirty.
not taking my kids to play in sand.
You're like thinking like people may have peed in it or something.
Yeah,
no, I'm just saying.
Hey, the park is nothing but a giant litter box for the cats. That's all it is.
Yeah, no, I never did sandboxes. So like swings, yes, I'm gonna push them on the swings. But like the jungle gym, I'm way too big to be climbing on this jungle gym and trying to go down this slide and stuff. When they little, yeah, I'm gonna catch you coming down the slide. But once y'all get to school age, you better go play with these other kids.
Have you seen them videos where grown people be going down the slide and they a little too big, and you see the slide taking their shape and moving and bending?
Yeah, like come on now, you about to wreck it for all the children.
You over here rethreading the slide and shit.
I'm not saying that would be a great video, but what do I have to do to get you to go down one of them slides, Ray or Mel?
You bogus as fuck. Hey, only if you're going down with me.
Someone's got to record this.
Hey, we know we not gonna act like
all three of us getting stuck in a tube some damn where. We ain't even making it down the slide.
I seen that happen.
My boobs is gonna be up above the top of the slide.
If we get double-digit viewers in here, I'll tell the story about how one of my former coworkers got stuck in a slide in Decatur, Illinois. I will tell that story live here tonight. If we get double-digit viewers, we currently have 6 in here right now. If we make it to 10 or better, I'm telling the chick got stuck in the tube story at
that was
the water park.
Slide, right?
That was a water park. Yeah, it was lubricated and it didn't go well. You know it's bad.
God damn! You got 4 top. Fuck you're. Did you see who was that? Claire? What's that? Carlotto? Got 4 toddlers.
4 toddlers. See, now when you have toddlers, I mean, you kind of gotta play with them because they toddlers. Like they can't do it by themselves. But once they're big enough to pump that swing by themselves, climb the stairs of the jungle gym by themselves, no, you go play with these other kids. It's 4 of y'all. Play together. Once they get school age, you good.
You don't know that. Okay, what you think? What's your view? So they can't play with the other kids?
I don't care what they do. I'm right here on this bench. All right. I watch them. Watch me watch them. That's it. All right. We both out here looking stupid. You either going to learn to walk to go out here and play, or you going to stay here looking stupid with me. What you going to do?
Not Rasputia. You remember that used to be one of my favorite movies.
How you doing?
How you doing? Is this car shrinking? Did somebody move my seat? This car must be shrinking.
I don't think the car shrinks.
How you doing?
I know objects get bigger though.
Yeah. Like I think you're trying to slam all that tummy between that seat and that steering wheel.
Man, that movie was funny as shit.
Funny as shit. Oh well. Bree, you got any controversial questions? I hope you got one.
A controversial question?
I wanna, we supposed to be arguing.
Yeah, arguing about what?
This is what
fuck on. Hey, where were you at? What'd you do yesterday, Bree? Or day before yesterday?
Damn. For Father's Day?
Were you out there? No, 15th.
Oh, Saturday?
Oh, you talking about on the big birthday?
On the big birthday bash.
On no King Day?
Yeah, no. Were you down there in front of Trump Tower on No King's Day?
No, I was not down there in front of Trump Tower on No King's Day.
Oh, I wish I would have been. I would have loved to have been down there.
I wish I could have been too.
I was happy where I was.
Had I not had the issues that I had going, and could have
I was fat eating barbecue with my pops.
Yeah.
That seems so much more appealing to me. Let me celebrate this man who helped shape me into being the king. One day they're gonna throw a parade for me. Yo.
But I would like to say the views of Milk is not the whole Milk and Joe Entertainment. All right.
They are having another one July 17th. And I do plan to go down to that one. I'm going to try to save my vacation day for July so I can go on down there.
Let me save a vacation day. See, we have it. Look how he paused just like that. He froze it.
Yeah.
I need to take a screenshot of that. See if I can do it.
You got it?
Oh, come on.
Come on. Comments keep coming up. You're taking too long. He's going to go out and come back in. See? You missed it.
Oh, shit. See, talking around, I dropped my phone. God. Yeah, we were just having technical difficulties. There we go.
No, my vacation day, I only get one a month. So, yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah,
that's terrible.
I get one sick day and one vacation day a month.
You know, the idea behind that is that you save them up so then you can have a little bank up, you know. But sometimes
one a month. Yeah, all right. Hey,
I just want to say, every time I say something controversial, it kicks me the fuck out of here.
But I took the first day when I started, I told him, look, I'm giving you, when I put a request off in, it's not me saying, hey, can I have this day off? This is just me informing you that I won't be here this day.
Yeah, see, if you work for the state of Illinois and you just like don't have time and don't show up,
when y'all see somebody saying hello,
probably will be
your conversation.
Disciplined. I mean, I just feel like it's like cool to do it after the sentence instead of like stopping mid-sentence to do it because I won't remember what I was talking about, and that seems very like, what if somebody was actually following what I was saying and then I never went back to it because my memory ain't no good.
Oh, that's true. And you do like a full circle.
No, but I get that.
Wait.
Yo.
Okay, mute yourself. Damn it, mute. She forgot the button.
You did it for her.
I did it for her. You damn right. Not you want to put the sound effect back in.
Thank you. Tell them don't mute me when I'm mid cough.
It's all love, Russ, out here in these streets. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get my people together. You know what I mean? One of them need Mucinex. The other one needs Jesus. I'll let you determine who needs what.
Hey, I can tell you this. My cough is gone. And Jesus is too.
Oh, Jesus. Oh man, I had an interesting day today, going to and fro with no AC on the highway, man. I'm gonna have to stop by the AutoZone to pick me up a can of that squirt to put up in there. Pause. You know what I mean?
Are you sure that's all it is, though?
Hey, if it ain't, it's just gonna have to be what it is. It might blow for a hot second. You know what I mean? I might get one or two good rides out of it, but at least I'll find out if there's a leak. You know what I mean? Because really, that's only going to be unless there's a clog. See, because what I got going on is half of the car blow cold, the other half blow warm. And I Googled my symptoms, and it told me that it just probably needs a little booster, you know. Need a little boost of the juice. Feel me? Little boost of the juice.
I mean,
I'm so glad I bought. Look, we got the car. That was AC, mandatory, must work. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Motherfucker better be damn near brand new when I get in.
Hey,
you know the place is expired. But if you going in town,
oh, you got good air. You got good air.
Got good air. It's got good air.
Got great air.
It's got great air. The air works. Air and the heat.
I might I might Google how to siphon the juice out to put it in mine. You know, a juice what you call that?
I don't think it works like that, but you have fun with that. Let me know if you can do that.
A transplant of juice, you know, make your juice transplant. I don't know how that works. But,
I was trying to tell my sister, she think her dog got bit by a snake.
I think that's what it is. Wait, who got bit by a snake?
Blue.
No, not Blue.
Yeah, he got bit by a snake. She think. So I told her she
got. She live in Chicago.
No, they moved to Georgia.
Oh yeah, they got poisonous snakes down there.
So that's why I told her you got to suck the poison out with your mouth. And she said, no. I said,
I bet you that motherfucker does.
You can't let Blue down like that.
She said,
I just gonna let Blue down like that.
You come do it. And I said, it's got to be done by his mama. But she said she'll think it was a poisonous snake.
It don't work right if you don't do it.
And it's so hard to say goodbye.
Oh, we're so sorry, Jazz. We're so sorry, Jazz. We're sorry for your loss. You know.
In that order.
Snake was poisonous because he got bit on Saturday.
Oh, he done made it. Okay,
he started limping yesterday.
Oh, it might be.
The effects.
I said maybe it's slow acting.
Slow release. Yeah, that's slow release right there.
If that's how it worked, but
I know some things, and I watch a lot of shit, and I'm like 100% sure that that's not how that works.
That's not how.
I don't think that works. Now, Komodo dragon venom, that it's not a time release, but it's a bacteria that gets you. There's venom in it, but the venom just is like eats your flesh and your skin, so your blood can't coagulate. So you just constantly bleed out. You get sick, and you catch an infection.
Yeah,
a brown recluse,
or you bleed out. I think is what they call it. You don't have time to catch an infection. You bleed out.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Prayers up to Blue. Hopefully it wasn't a
y'all
poisonous.
You my boy, Blue. You my
boy, Blue. Boy, when I swear I say that every time.
Oh man.
I see him.
Y'all want to hear some exciting news?
Off the topic. Sorry, squirrel moment.
Okay, go ahead.
Speaking of exciting news, so this falls right in. Yeah, guess what movie they're making a number 2 of?
Ooh.
I'll give you a hint. It's been almost 30 years since the first one.
Spaceballs.
Yep. I feel like you heard.
How'd you know?
I feel like you heard Mrs. Godson in the background.
I said it we said it at the same time.
But yes, okay. I am looking forward to this shit.
Furry spaceship.
The sports is with you.
Is that the one with the dog guy and stuff? I was such a kid then, yeah.
That was John Candy.
I must have been 12 if I can count good. That was good subtraction on my part. Lord, I just gave my whole age away.
Mrs. Godson, will you Google see when the first Spaceballs came out?
My exciting news while Mrs. Godson is looking that up is that Milk and Joe Entertainment have launched 2 new channels as of this afternoon. We now have a The Last Word channel, its own channel with its own content and videos from the one and only live The Last Word with Milk and Bree. Also, we have a Blunt Talk channel that is specifically for all Blunt Talk content. Content is already being uploaded on their shorts and videos. Be sure to check out both of those channels as we continue to grow the brand and try to get our content in front of more people's pupils. You know what I'm saying, man?
Wah, wah, wah. I do like you had me until the very end. You lost me at the people's pupils.
Okay, cool.
To be honest, that's where you lost me.
I think I'm gonna give
like the people's pupils.
See, I
had it all the way till that word.
I knew that you would, so I think I'm gonna give 25% of his 50 to you. Okay, that way there's equal representation on my, my wittiness and my humor as it pertains to Milk and Joe Entertainment. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I need a yes man, but I need not a hater is what I need.
I'm not. It's not a hater. I'm just telling you. You had me. I was with you. I was ready to go knock down the fucking walls of the Capitol with you. All right, I was with you all the way until
that's not the energy I was looking for. You said that's the energy you wanted. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that
wall. 1987. Yeah. So we were 3.
Yeah.
Or 5. I'm not a math.
I was 3. Yo.
I'm older than you, Bree.
Young one, what up?
Okay, I'm waiting. I was waiting.
I was trying to get my air together.
Yo,
I do have a controversial topic.
Oh, you do got one. I mean, Joe, he ain't gonna say hi to nobody. I guess Cullen ain't nobody to him.
I don't see this shit like that.
When you hear,
you gotta think I'm on a tiny look. You guys are this big on my screen, so anything that pops up is this big.
Look here,
Pop, I can't see that shit.
You can't need hearing aids and glasses, okay, Pop?
I don't need hearing aids. I got my hearing aids right here. I can hear perfect.
Well,
my hearing aids are
at
in.
This point, those are the aids, but now you need glasses. I'm gonna need you to go and grab you some spectacles.
No, I'm not gonna have a drawer full. Nope. This is not Sanford, son.
Glasses, squinter. Glasses, squinter.
I don't want to deal with the headache.
Okay. I guess if seeing is not a priority for you, you know.
It's not. My insurance says it's your fault.
That man says you don't drive at night.
No, I drive at night. My insurance says it's the other person's fault.
He has always lived by that faith. I don't know that he's ever had to put it into practice.
What do you say? I'm highly blessed and favored. My insurance is highly blessed and paid. All right.
It's highly blessed and favored. Yes.
Okay. My insurance is highly.
You know what? Do you know the reason why I'm highly blessed and favored?
I've been with you for 35 years. I know.
Do you know why?
I've been through a lot.
Yeah. The reason why I am blessed and highly favored is because I'm fat and highly flavored. It's real. It's so real. Did I lose you again? I hate to give away all your percents. You're coming off as a real hater right now.
Didn't say nothing. Don't told me I got nothing nice to say. Don't say nothing.
Say it. Say it. Come on.
Well,
say it.
I'm a better person today than I was yesterday.
How did you feel about my blessings?
I like the people's pupils better.
Why I can't be fat and highly flavored?
But
y'all some haters in this motherfucker, man. Y'all are some real life haters in this bitch. I got tears coming out of my eyes.
If we were to say flavors, I look. I would say more like
I got a good chicharron going over here, I'm sure.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure that's like a thick fat pack brisket.
Like a brisket? Yeah, you got to peel back some of that marbling. You got to trim that fat cap.
That part. That part.
Got to trim that fat cap. Pause.
That part.
Hell no, hey Lord, hallelujah.
He said fat is flavored. I didn't know cholesterol had a flavor.
Yo, it's highly fat and flavored, baby. I guarantee you, I'm seasoned.
I know, that's what I said. That's what I said. I didn't know cholesterol had a flavor. This messing up.
I don't have high cholesterol. I have high fat content.
Same difference. I didn't know cholesterol had a flavor. He said my shit tastes like butter movie popcorn. Get the fuck out of here.
I never said that. I never said that shit from the record.
Sir.
Than you. Bree.
What's up?
Are you ready for us to argue?
Sure.
What is this arguing shit? Y'all didn't argue last time I was on.
We've been arguing the whole show.
No, y'all haven't. Bree said 5 words.
That's because we brought you on to have a
Bree and her phone. What game you playing on your phone? You
over there playing
Who's that out on your shoulder? Oh, you scrolling?
Yeah. No, my son just brought me a Pepsi.
No, you need a ginger ale. Pepsi's not good for you. Ginger ale. I don't even drink the shit. I don't even know that shit's good.
It's not bad.
Okay, so the controversial topic. I don't know if you had heard. Back in February, a woman was declared brain dead, but she was like 3-4 months pregnant or so. So they would not allow her to be taken off of life support because she was pregnant. And she's in the state of Georgia. So they have the heartbeat law. So because her baby had a heartbeat, they wouldn't allow her family to take her off of life support, even though she had been declared brain dead back in February. So they were trying to keep her pregnant until August. But she just delivered the baby today, June 17th. The baby weighed 1 pound, 13 ounces. Will probably face, some medical issues. It was grown in a body that wasn't thriving and is delivered at 1 pound, 13 ounces. Right now, the state of Georgia is giving the family these medical bills.
Yeah.
Along with not being allowed to, now they're finally able to take their daughter off of child support. Life support.
Sorry.
Now that the
child,
I'm not going to hell. I'm not going.
Life support.
I'm
now
not going
that
to
the
hell.
child has been delivered via C-section.
I'm not going.
I got you my titty milk.
Oh,
give me that titty milk.
Block them off. I don't want to see it. Block my damn screen. I don't want to.
I'm sorry. The baby suing for 12 ounces of formula.
No, bro. It's over for us.
Oh my God.
We launched the new channels and closed the same day.
That's got to be a world record.
Yo,
oh God.
That shit is crazy. That shit wild. I'm glad I don't have to make any of those decisions. I'm glad that none of my family is affected in that.
No, do you know what that tells you? You know what that means, though? That women don't have rights to the state of Georgia. That the only thing that they're good for is being a birthing host or whatever. What a birthing capsule, whatever.
I didn't quite get
what
that.
Do you mean? An incubator. There you go.
Well, see, I didn't quite take that away from the story in the sense that you say women's rights,
yes,
and she's unconscious, and so unless she had something in writing,
she's not unconscious.
She's brain dead.
She's
my bad.
Brain dead.
Brain dead in a coma.
Excuse me. Pause. Okay, so she's brain dead. So then she's not capable of making any decisions. And so then the question.
Okay, now pause. Who does it go to next?
Let me finish my statement, which is at one point, do you no longer have the right to choose? And does that become when you're unable to make the choice? And
in the state of Georgia,
is that why we have DNR and all those things in place?
It doesn't matter. None of that matters because the state of Georgia has a heartbeat rule. So even if she could make the decision, she can't choose to have an abortion herself because the baby has a heartbeat.
Right.
So it doesn't even become about her choice. It becomes at what point.
Is Georgia the only state to have this law?
No, I think something else.
No.
Georgia, Tennessee, a lot of the red ones, a lot of the red states.
Republican state thing there.
Yeah, a lot of the red states, Texas, Alabama,
life and all that kind
Oklahoma,
of
shit like that.
So we know that those rights have been taken away. Roe versus Wade was already overturned, but it becomes, at what point is it morally wrong for them to force a woman to have a baby, even in death, in a comatose, brain dead state? I'm still forced. You're forcing women to have babies in cases of incest, in cases of rape, in cases of severe abnormalities or deformities for the baby, and severe sickness and health risks for the mother. But now dead? Like,
I about to say, that's what I'm hearing you say. Damn, I can't even die good.
I can't even die good.
That's exactly what it is.
Like, what I'm hearing you say, I can't even die good. Okay.
Like her mom and dad could not make. You know what I mean? Like, I got to sit here and wait 4 or 5 more months or whatever how long it's going to take. How do you prepare for that?
Well, and then stick them with the bills.
Well, I think all I think all of that is insane. But I think, my heart lies with what the intention of the mother would have been. And I guess nobody really knows, and there will never be answers to that. But I wonder if she would have wanted, to pretend, like, what was the viability of the baby outside the womb versus in the womb, and would the mama have wanted to try to save the baby and all this other, like, I don't know.
My thought as a mother, myself, I wouldn't want. I mean, it's amazing that my kids came out as healthy as they were, for as sick as I was while I was pregnant. You know what I mean? Like, my babies took every bit of nutrients from my body. I had to be hospitalized multiple times to make it through these pregnancies.
Yeah. Expound upon that thought.
That's dead, Cullen. That's dead.
Well, I think then
that's what I'm saying. So
what is the definition of life and death? Right.
Your machines are keeping the body going. Machines are keeping the body going.
Right. But I imagine people split hairs over that definition.
Growing in that type of,
right.
And now that baby's been born after
growing it, non-thriving,
in a 1 pound 13 ounces. Not to say a 1 pound 13 ounce baby can't make it, but they're going to face
the likelihood chances are not in his favor.
I mean, the likelihood of him being normal and living a thriving life where his elderly grandparents aren't going to have to, figure out.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
So do we think, because once again, none of us are qualified.
So many layers to this.
Right. None of us are qualified medical professionals. However, we are human beings, and at least one of us has had a baby from their body. Okay. So I think we have at least one female expert here on today. We have no medical professionals present.
I say out of Best Western bullshit.
And so
I'm a medical professional.
And so morally, I think that, women should have autonomy over their body. But I have so many more questions scientifically. And I think in my sanctified imagination, I know there's one component where there's law that says a heartbeat is beating and we must do this. But I wonder if there were also doctors who thought that there would have been a different outcome than what transpired. I guess today, right? Did you say the baby was born today?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. C-section, they had to deliver it today.
Yeah.
So that just means
they were trying to keep her pregnant until August.
Yeah, her body's dying. Like her organs are probably shutting down.
Despite the machines, her body is up. Like, and that's what I'm saying. The how is this baby growing and thriving in the body that's deteriorating in a dying? Yeah. I just can't imagine that. I wouldn't, if I know that my pregnancy is setting my babies, like if my kids had not came out healthy, I wouldn't have continued having kids. If I wasn't the only one that was sick and they were coming out sick as I was, I would have been like, oh, I'm not going to keep putting my babies through this. This is awful. Like, you know what I mean? Like, as a mother, I wouldn't want my child to suffer. And if I thought that my child was going to grow up suffering in that type of way, like health, abnormalities, then I would not want that have happen.
Yeah. That shit is tough.
That's if the baby could come out good. But if the baby, you just don't know. And then who's there to raise the baby?
Science
especially if it has disabilities. She has elderly parents.
Once again, I'm a great fond believer of yeet. That's what I'm saying. Like, woman's choice, woman's right. But hey, when it comes to shit like that, as a man, I have no place in telling you what you should do. Now, what I do have is an opinion. And that's all it is. It's just an opinion and nothing more. And that's where a lot of these fucktard states get the back ass what I did, that they can tell you, you're going to have this baby. You have to have this baby no matter what. I don't care if you're dying and hanging on literally by life support, you're going to have this baby. And it shouldn't be like that. If she didn't want it, regardless, whatever, hey, all right, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
And it's not even that she didn't want it. She was dead.
Right.
Her parents
tragically happened to her.
Yes, something tragically happened to her. Her parents are now the ones who are going to be, and I use the word saddled with all of this responsibility of whatever the child comes out with. If the child doesn't make it, now they have to plan a whole separate funeral from already burying their daughter. That the expenses from all of these things, if they have to have a second funerals are $12,000. I mean, we had the bare minimum for my dad's funeral, and it was $12,000. Like funerals aren't cheap, and then all of these medical bills. Like, they're forcing her parents to keep to keep her alive, to grow this baby, and then they're giving them all of they don't have no resources set up for them. They're not like, we forcing you to have this baby, so the state gonna cover all the medical expenses.
There's no state aid for that. I imagine there would be state aid for that. Some Social Security, I imagine that's
not the 7.8. That's what, $8 billion that they said they just cut from there. No, you don't think they want none of that?
They cut survivors' benefits.
They cut all types of benefits. Like, there's fighting right now for the 9/11, like the 9/11 victims' benefits. So who was it? It would have been. It would have been Bush that's over there. So Bush put us in there. So yeah, when it came out,
there's a fun cuts. I don't know specifics, so I don't want to.
Survivors benefits goes on the amount that the parent made paid into Social Security up until that point. She was young. Who knows how much she worked or how much benefits this child is gonna get?
Sure.
My nieces and
nephews got $600.
The child's probably going to be on disability,
right?
So they probably also have that Social Security, which is not much.
Which is not much. Yeah. But that's not going to cover all these doctor bills.
Do we know why they had to take the baby out today? Like, what changed drastically for them to not meet the mark?
I'm not sure, but they did say that something started failing to where the machines weren't, so they had to take the baby. And then they were able to take her off the life support. So she has officially passed away.
Passed on.
Yeah.
Well, RIP to you, ma'am. I'm sorry that you didn't have the peace that you were, as a human being, supposed to have when you pass on, and that you were forced to. I don't know. What do you call that? Like, is that like purgatory?
God's plan. That's what they said.
Is that purgatory or something?
Georgia.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just say what Georgia. It's God's plan. That was God's plan, sweetie. Or what do they say down in Georgia? Is it sweetie? What's it Georgia saying?
Sugar.
Sugar.
I have no
It's
idea.
God's plan, Sugar. It might be Sugar. You might be right, but yeah, you know
No,
that's what that shit.
that's a tough one, man. That is a tough one right there. That's a tough one.
Like,
Got me coming with a Boston accent. That shit's so tough.
that is. There's nothing tough about it. She's not to the and it's more than
Hey,
anything. It's more for the parents. Hold on. It's more for the parents. They, like I said, they had to sit there and endure for months watching their daughter wither away.
where the
There's
daddy at?
nothing there. Uh, I haven't heard nothing of all the
Where
shit
the
that I've heard
daddy at?
about it.
Well, because I'm also thinking about it from a parental perspective, and there has been no talk of a father. But if I was the father, I'd be asking all the questions. You know, what's the viability outside the womb versus in the womb? What's the pros of keeping them in the womb versus going to an incubator? Because I do know that there are some babies that are able to, be able to be incubated into health or, into a more full-term birth, if you will. And once again, that probably sounds ignorant, but I know that miracles happen and shit, you know. But I would just have so many questions, and I'd be trying to figure out what's what and what the odds are. Because a lot of times with medicine, you playing the odds, man. It's statistics. It's like I don't know, like this could work 75%. There's like a 75% chance that this could work, type shit. Like, and who's making decisions like life and death decisions?
Not the people that really matter about it. Not the people who really matter about it, apparently.
So, okay, I was just reading the article, and
you laid that heavy shit on us, and now you want to change the subject?
No. It's about this.
Okay.
So apparently, the baby was delivered on Friday.
Okay.
But they took her off life support today.
Okay.
So the baby is fighting. So he's fighting, a little fighter. They named the baby Chance, but she had, I guess, a blood clot in her brain, so brain dead, right? Mm-hmm. February 19th, she was declared brain dead, and it was discovered that she was 8 weeks pregnant. 8 weeks pregnant.
They kept her alive since February.
Since February, yeah.
My God.
That I knew that it was since February, but I didn't know how far along she was. 8 weeks. 8 weeks. There's barely a flicker of a heartbeat at 8 weeks. And they kept her alive for this baby.
Roughly just under 5 months or so, or around 5 months.
Well, right at 5.
So all we can do at this point is just pray for the health of that baby and the mental for the rest of the family. Because I mean,
God
at this
knows
point,
what
the
they're
damage
thinking.
is done. I mean, what they've been through these past months, at this point, the damage is done. Like Georgia's done what they've done to this family, and all they can do now is deal with the repercussions of it. So, prayers to baby Chance. I hope. I hope God just, since make a miracle out of them.
There's an opportunity to show out, Lord, if you see fit. Let your will be done in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen.
I just really pray that the family doesn't have to suffer anymore by having to raise, I hope that he brings light to them from this situation.
Right. Well, and hopefully this will bring about necessary change and enlightenment and education and reform as it comes to autonomy of women and their bodies. And
unfortunately, I think it won't, because here's the really terrible part. I want this baby to survive. I want him to thrive. I want him to not have any disabilities. Mm-hmm. But if he does, this is just going to prove their point. Look, the baby lived and was healthy and did great. And now they're going to force this on even other more people. Other people in these same situations. Not that I want anything to happen to this baby, so we could be like, look, we told you this ain't gonna work out good.
I'm gonna tell you what it. I'm gonna tell you what it does for me as a person who likes to have a certain level of control over their life, which would include the autonomy over themselves. What it is moving me to do is to make sure I have some things in order. And at 42, you don't think about having things in place, but I mean, it makes me want to go and make sure I have official records on file expressing exactly what I want done with me, when, where, what, and all, like, with all the details.
Yeah, I mean, it's important at any age, because like we had, like with my dad, he had expressed, where he wanted to be buried, what, where he didn't want to be buried. But he didn't tell us, we didn't discuss like, okay, you go into a coma. How long do you want us to let you chill in that coma before we, because they coming at us like, like they coming at us like, take them off, and we like,
give me 2 weeks, like a week. If 2 weeks. If I'm not showing a stronger improve by after week 1, going in that second week, going like, hey, we got a 50-50 chance.
Look.
It's so hard.
50, bro. There's no way I'm letting you go with 50-50. That's too good of odds.
Listen. My dad went into a coma June 9th or June 6th, somewhere around. No. June 1st. Right? He was in the coma in the hospital for 3 weeks in the coma. We got a feeding tube to put in a trach, sent him to a high-skilled nursing home. He was in there. He could barely blink. I mean, he blinked, opened his eyes some, but didn't. Good night, Lyric. Have a good night. But he didn't do like a whole lot of, Then one day, July 10th, over a month later, 5 weeks after he had went into the coma, they went in and was like, hey, Mr. Michael, how you doing today? And he was like, I'm okay. They were like, what? Called me. I went out there. I get out to the nursing home. I'm like, Dad. He turns his head. Yeah. Like, I have him on camera saying hi to me and stuff, talking like we talked the whole day. Got to hear him say I love you again to me and stuff. It got to tell him, but he came out of it 5 weeks after. Came out of it. So you say in 2 weeks, that's all we gonna give you? Because the doctors was trying to tell us to pull it at 2 weeks. And that's what I'm saying. We hadn't discussed it. But they were trying to get it. And I'm like, nah, he opening his eyes. Like, he in there. We just got to give him more time. And 5 weeks. How much time?
Don't be a burden. I don't want to be a burden. But don't worry about me that long.
This is the thing. We had multiple tests done, and he was still showing signs of brain activity. He wasn't brain dead. So that's why we were like, no, he in there. We just got to wait. Like, he in there. So
I think he's hungry.
Look, and that was the thing. Food was my dad's thing, right? Food was his thing. And so they were, when they put him in they didn't want to put a feeding tube in. They were like, no. And I'm like, no, he can't starve to death. And they were like, well, he can't, if we put a feeding tube in, he can't taste the nutrient. I know, but he's not going to feel hungry, right? So food was too important for him, for me to, like, I'm like, he will haunt me.
Have him up here with hunger pains.
If we let I said, is he going to be,
I'm laid up here with my motherfucking stomach growling and shit.
Can y'all promise me? Can you reassure me that he can't feel the hunger pains? No, we can't tell you that he can't feel it. Okay, well then no. Y'all not gonna do that.
You're gonna feed him.
Put that feeding tube in, because what he not gonna be is hungry. Because he used to always say, "I'm starving like Marvin. I'm starving like no." He not about to come haunting me in my dreams, talking about I'm starving like Marvin with chains rattling and shit.
Don't worry about it.
Full stomach.
You're tired of hungry. Watch this shit. Everything you eat for to taste like ash.
Oh wow!
Right?
Coming for your ass.
Chain rattling.
Can't taste nothing good no more.
Nothing. Nothing.
Lord,
he said, "Watch this burnt tongue. You won't be eating, tasting nothing for 3 weeks."
But it is important to like make your wishes known if you're not brain dead and in a coma. If you are brain dead and in a coma, how long you want to,
Well, and let me also say this, that I traversed similar grounds, and I witnessed similar miracles. But I know that the odds of long-term recovery are slim, and I came out on the losing side of that one for sure. But I also learned that the brain is like the least understood organ in the body. And so even when they say brain dead and all this other shit, we've heard of miracles where people's brains rewired themselves and they started using parts of the brain that was not even used to do things that the dead part of the brain used to do. So you never really know. And we've seen people wake up after being in comas for like 10 years or whatever. And I know comas and brain dead, interchangeable language and shit. And once again, I don't claim to understand it, but the professionals, for as much as they do understand, there's a lot that they don't. I guess that's the point I'm trying to make, for sure.
Well, I mean, they are looking at things from a scientific point of view. Yeah. And like when this was happening with my dad, my mom was saying like, well, the doctors don't have much faith that he's going to pull through. And my sister says something like, or to her in the effect of like, they're doctors. They don't have to have the faith. They just need to do their job. We don't have the faith. That's our part. We'll provide the faith. They just do their job medically. We'll do the rest. We'll do the faith part.
Everybody play their part now, David. Everybody play your part. Shit.
Yeah, I mean they're just looking at the scientific facts, and as a doctor, that's what y'all do. But us others, faith having folks.
You really dropped this heavy ass shit on us tonight, boy.
No,
I was talking about granny showers and shit. Oh my god!
You said a controversial topic.
Oh my god! Yeah, granny
showers is the controversial thing. Well, they did take her off of life support today, so it was in the news, and that's the only thing I had seen.
Brought it to your mind.
Well, I had seen it back in like March when it had first kind of made the news.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So you want to move to Georgia?
Oh no, my whole family lives in Georgia except for me, and I'm not moving down there. And these is the reasons why. Like,
no, there's a couple reasons why.
Not as simple as you want it to be.
I'm not moving nowhere where I gotta fight to fucking smoke weed again. Not doing it. Not doing it.
That battle already. We won that battle already.
Yeah, I look. I've been to prison twice, been to jail quite a few times. I'm not doing it no more. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Georgia can kiss my black ass. Fuck Georgia and them peaches.
I work for the state, and I would never work for the state in a red state, personally.
Okay. Yeah.
When we did have a Republican governor here in Illinois a few years back, while my mom works for the state, was the worst time Illinois has had is for the state workers. If we get another Republican governor, I'll just try to hold tight for 4 years, but it's going to be rough. But I wouldn't willingly move to a red state and work for the state.
Oh, if we get a red governor here, we're fucked.
We had one, Ronald. We had one but we were fucked. We were fucked.
And
we didn't have a budget. We didn't have a budget.
Were fucked. Look what's going on now.
We had him for 8 years too. Let's not forget that. We survived this shit.
We did. But
look, he was on some fuck shit, but he wasn't on no.
Was it 8 years though?
We had him for 2 terms. They reelected his ass.
No, he went to prison. He went to prison in the second term.
No,
he didn't finish the second one. Yeah,
you talking about Blagojevich?
That's Blagojevich.
All right, so
did he finish Blagojevich's and then get elected?
Yes,
because
one went to jail.
Rauner did 2 terms, man. Y'all tripping.
Look that up.
I know my mom worked for the state while he was there.
How many times did Bruce Rauner serve? Was it Bruce Rauner? What the hell is his name?
Rauner. Yeah, Bruce Rauner.
Is it Bruce?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruce Rauner.
But I know we didn't have a budget.
How many terms did
that
Bruce
is
Rauner
when I was
serve
working, when I had
governor?
the home daycare and we wasn't getting our child care payments.
Nobody was.
Yeah. Nobody was getting paid during that time.
Yeah, shit was real messed up. Like, shit was real messed up.
I can see them going back over the weed laws again.
Man, look, but I wouldn't. I love our governor. I semi hope he runs for president, but I semi hope he don't because I don't want to lose him as a governor. I mean,
hell no, I don't want to lose him. Hell no, you take your ass right here.
I
and
love
keep
him.
your ass right here.
He's a great boss. He's a great boss.
Do you know he's a billionaire?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like old school billionaire. His family got like legacy money.
Yeah. Like his somebody in his family just bought the Frank Lloyd Wright house that's here in the suburbs and donated it to Loyola University, and also donated like $2 million for the upkeep of the house.
God damn. Can I get a Hey, Pritzker, I need a donation, goddamn. Fine. I don't need $2 million.
Yo, what up to you? Good evening. How you doing on this evening? Blessings to you. Hope you've had a great day. What story got you out here wowing folks?
Oh, what, huh?
Oh, we were talking about how great Pritzker is and his family.
Oh, he is a very nice little billionaire. He's a very nice little billionaire. One of the nicest little billionaires I ain't never met. You know what I mean? Because I
was saying that somebody in his family, I'm not exactly sure who, but their last name was Pritzker.
Okay.
Just bought the Frank Lloyd Wright house that's here in the suburbs and donated it to Loyola University, and then they donated like $2-3 million extra for them to keep the house up.
Nice little historic monument. Ain't that about something? I think it might be time for us to go and wrap this thing up because every time I say something, I don't even feel like I said nothing controversial. Kick my ass smooth the hell right up out of here again. I'm gonna just try to be nice from now on. You know, my goal is always to help y'all wind down your day the right way because I am that late night delight. Woo! The milkman. Anybody got a last word they want to leave with the people?
Oh, I don't. Let's hear.
Well, in that case,
okay, we're safe.
Yo, we appreciate you. We appreciate you for stopping by, man. Every weekday, Monday through Thursday, I should say, 8:30 p.m. Central Time, you can catch us here talking just about anything under the sun. We love to meet new people. We love to make friends. Come on out. It's all love. It's all peace. It's all blessings. Until tomorrow night, though, I am the milkman, and I guess I'll get that last word because nobody else wants it.
Yeah.
Just agree.
I'm your boy, Joy the Godson. I'm going to holler at y'all.
Yeah. One time for the one time.
Me.
Peace, blessings.